Oh, hey guys, it's your girl B. So I don't know if I'll post this. Of course, I'll post it. I don't ever film anything if I'm not going to post it because I'm too lazy. But I thought I would just do a really, really relaxed, chilled, completely unscripted video because I've been feeling some kind of way. I was just having a think today about, you know, lockdown and leaving the Jehovah's Witnesses and all of the tired, all of the turmoil that came from that. And just, sometimes I forget how much I went through at the beginning. And of course, I'm still dealing with a lot of stuff, but I feel like I've come out of it enough to be able to sit down and have a chat to anybody who's thinking of leaving the Jehovah's Witnesses. I have a lot of people in my comments who kind of have already made the decision to leave, which is fantastic. And I love you all so much. You're so brave. I really admire anyone who makes the decision to leave. It was the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life, was to make that decision. Now I look back and it's like the easiest thing I can ever think to have left. It's like there's very little in life that I can actually think would make me want to go back to being a Jehovah's Witness. But regardless, when you leave, it is very difficult, whether you agree with the beliefs or not. It's really hard to leave, just because of how indoctrinated and conditioned you are. So I was, thinking of all the people on my videos who comment about leaving, and I just think they're amazing. But I think there's a lot more people who are thinking of leaving and don't have a chance to speak to people about things because they're scared of someone else finding out, and they haven't made the complete choice to leave, and they want to go, but they aren't sure how anyone's going to react or how they're going to react. And is it the right decision? Do I actually want to leave? Do I want to stay? And there's so many things, and you can't really comment on a YouTube video when you're in that position because, of course, you'll be scared constantly that someone's going to see it and report you to the elders, all of that lovely stuff. So I wanted to make a video, really short one, that's just specifically for people who are caught in that limbo of thinking, do I want to leave and do I not? And really it comes down to something really simple that I've learned since I left, which is nothing is for forever. Choices that we make in life are not for forever. No one can make you stick to anything that you don't want to. And the thing with Jehovah's Witnesses that keeps a lot of people there is the dealing in 100%, and if you leave, you will lose everyone. And of course, we're always taught that if you change your mind, you can go back. But when you're actually thinking of leaving, it's not like that. It's not, yeah, go and have fun and come back if you change your mind. It's, if you leave, then you will lose everyone. And they only really talk about the coming back when someone's already been disfellowshipped. They're like, oh, we'll come back because you've already made the decision to leave. So when you're going, you can feel really like that's it. You've made a lifetime decision, and if you change your mind, then that's it. And sometimes that's the thing that keeps most people in, is because they think that if they leave, then that's it, and they aren't convinced enough to leave. So I just wanted to tell people who are thinking of going or even beginning their journey in deciding to leave, that any decision that you make is not forever, and you can change your mind. If you realize or think when you leave that this isn't for you, you loved being a Jehovah's Witness, it was the happiest you've ever been, no one can tell you that you can't be one. There's lots of things that make Jehovah's Witnesses very dangerous, but if that's where you feel comfortable and you feel safe, it could be controversial, but that's your decision to make, to go back. So when you're thinking of leaving, don't have the weight of the world and the weight of the rest of your life on your shoulders. Just think, what do I need to do for me right now to keep me healthy and safe? And if that is to leave the Jehovah's Witnesses because you don't agree with what they're saying and someone's telling you you have to stay because of them, if there is a God, that's really offensive to him, to stay because of someone else. I think that's the stupidest thing that Jehovah's Witnesses use is, oh, but all your family. Well, if there's a God, then he should be enough for us to say, don't you think? You shouldn't have to use other humans. So if someone's trying to guilt trip you saying, but I'll be so sad and I'll lose you and I can't speak to you, that's their decision. They are choosing to not speak to you. You are willing to speak to them, even if they're a Jehovah's Witness and your beliefs don't line up with theirs and their beliefs don't line up with yours. We are the ones who are willing to meet people halfway or even 100% of the way sometimes and, speak to them even if they're living a life that we don't agree with, because I don't agree with the way that Jehovah's Witnesses live their lives. But if someone who's a Jehovah's Witness wanted to speak to me, I would 100% speak to them. So it is the Jehovah's Witnesses that make the decision to turn their backs on people, not you. I don't know if this really made any sense. It's just going to be a really short video, but I do feel that there's so much pressure that comes with leaving. And the biggest thing that I took away from it was, oh, maybe I should just make a decision that makes me happy now and not think about the rest of my life. Maybe just take each day as it comes, which is a novel idea when you've been a Jehovah's Witness, because everything is for the rest of your life. You have to make choices that will affect the rest of your life, and you can never just live for today. And don't think of it as this giant leap, that like I have to leave the Jehovah's Witnesses tomorrow, I have to pack up everything, I have to go, I have to have everything in place to leave. It can be a gradual process. You can begin to plan. Maybe today it's find a new job if you work with Jehovah's Witnesses. Maybe tomorrow it's find a house, like if you live with Jehovah's Witnesses or you live in a house share with witnesses or whatever. Just put plans into motion that are easy and attainable for you. And then all of a sudden you'll have reached your goal and you won't even believe it, because it just would have been so gradual that it's just there. But yeah, I just wanted to share that because I'm living my best life and I'm so happy. But it was really tough when I left, and there was a lot of pressure that I put on my shoulders and so much stress that I allowed myself to feel. So I just want to share to everyone who's thinking about it. I really love you so much. I know that you can't always comment on videos and sometimes you want to have an interaction with someone. My Instagram will always be in the description of the video, but just in case you want it, it's here. And my messages are always 100% confidential. So anything you share with me will not be shared any further unless it's criminal, in which case I'll have to. Anything that you send to me, though, will always be confidential. If it's about your thoughts about Jehovah's Witnesses, your plans, you don't have to worry that you've got a snake in the grass that you're talking to. I will always protect your privacy. And yeah, I just wanted to offer that because sometimes commenting on a public video isn't always the easiest thing in the world. Just a little video. I hope you guys are enjoying my other video. I thought it was pretty good. So yeah, if you haven't, go and check that one out. And I love you very much. You're the best. We're all the best and we deserve to be happy. So don't let anyone make you feel like you don't. Okay. All right. Well, ta-ra for now. See you later. Bye.